instead of me reading, I found um, a read aloud. Have you ever heard of Mindful Mr. Sloth?
No.
So this is what we're gonna read.
Wait, do I have to draw the same sloth around the story?
You don't have to draw the same one, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw a picture of you and Mr. Sloth doing something mindful.
What
And
does that mean?
well, that is what we're going to talk about, actually. Okay, so we're going to watch the video read aloud called Mindful Mr. Sloth. And mindful means being present and in the moment. And it's like giving something your full attention, it's slowing down and noticing what you're doing.
Sleeping?
Yeah, or like what's something that you do slowly that you just like to like take your time? Like maybe if you're drawing a picture or if you're making something, you might like to slow down, right? And do it carefully. And
Writing?
yeah, like you're really focused on writing because you really want it to be perfect, right? And you're being mindful. What is something that you do really fast? Can you think of anything you do really fast?
I think. I guess maybe. I guess. I can do a cartwheel really fast.
Yeah. And what would happen? Think about this. If you did a cartwheel really fast and you weren't being mindful about like your feet, where your feet and your hands are going, and you didn't realize that Nora was standing right behind you and you kicked her with your foot.
She would be sad and she would.
Exactly. So that's why we have to be mindful when we're doing things, right? So things like that don't happen. And sometimes it's hard to because you're like so good at the cartwheel, you're just going to do it really fast and you're not even thinking about it. But sometimes we just have to slow down, right?
Yep.
So let's see. Oopsies, that's the wrong thing.
Is this the second thing I have? Is this the second thing I have to do?
Yeah, we're going to listen to this read aloud, right? So, but first, I'm going to teach you a few words that you may see as we're reading. So one of the words is patient. Do you know what patient means?
Yeah, it means you don't say, hurry up, hurry up.
Yeah. Like you're able to wait without complaining or being upset. And sometimes that's really hard, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What about, do you know what serenading means?
No.
It's like performing a song or a tune for someone. Like, I'm going to serenade you with this song and you're going to fall asleep. Do you know what scrambled means?
All over the place.
Yeah, it's kind of like moving quickly, using your hands and feet to move like as quickly as you can. Like I scrambled over to the door really fast. Okay, so as you listen to the read aloud, I want you to look closely at the illustrations because they also give you a lot of information about the story. Okay, so here we go. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's a
And
little girl
yeah, okay.
and a sloth.
I know, it's so cute. Look.
Hello class, it's Miss Robinson. Tonight I'm going to read you a story and then we are going to have some questions about it for you to answer for me in class tomorrow. And then we're going to do we get started, I will show you the cover and tell you that this is a Mindful Mr. Sloth by Katie Hudson. Perfect, here we go. Sasha Patience Pruitt was far from patient. She loved to do lots of things all at once. She had one speed, fast. Early one morning, Sasha raced up to her treehouse, trampling some flowers along the way. She frantically waved her butterfly net around for 2 seconds and moved on. She had just whipped out her guitar to serenade the birds when she was interrupted by an almighty crash above her head.
What do you think crashed?
I think maybe she had something on top of her treehouse and it fell down.
Ooh, let's see.
Sasha scrambled up to find a sloth.
Oh my gosh, I think it was the sloth.
Yeah.
Hello, he said. My name is Mr. Sloth. Mr. Sloth was going to explain how he had fallen from the branch above during his morning nap, but Sasha was too impatient to wait for his story. Come along, Mr. Sloth, she said. We are going to be best friends. I have so much for us to do together.
So, why do you think it's important to go slow?
Just in case somebody's trying to tell you something important.
That's good, yeah, exactly.
They tried playing doctor, but Mr. Sloth took far too long to find a heartbeat. Sasha decided that Mr. Sloth should be the patient, and that worked better. They tried building a rocket, but Mr. Sloth was much too slow with the sticky tape. Sasha thought it best that he do a different job. Painting took even longer. Sasha had painted 4 pictures in the time it took Mr. Sloth to tie his apron.
Whoa.
Now, Sasha said, picking up a paintbrush and taking over. There, all done.
That sloth is so cute. But look, if she would slow down, he would get a chance to do those fun things too, right?
Yeah.
Grab a helmet, Mr. Sloth. It's time for the neighborhood race. Off Sasha and Mr. Sloth sped, faster than anyone else in the race. Faster and faster they went, until... Stop, howled Mr. Sloth. What is it? Sasha asked impatiently. Can you hear that bird singing? He asked. It's beautiful. Sasha paused. The chirping was nice enough, but she had a race to win. She plucked Mr. Sloth back in her bike basket. Off they sped again, Sasha pedaling fast to catch up, until... Stop, moaned Mr. Sloth. With a quick huff, Sasha stopped. What is it now, Mr. Sloth? Can you smell the flowers? He asked. Sasha sniffed around, pausing a little longer this time. The flowers did smell nice. How had she never noticed them before? But she didn't have time for this. The race was still underway. Helmet back on, Mr. Sloth, she said. Let's go. Off they raced once more, Sasha pedaling as fast as she could, until...
What do you think Mr. Sloth is teaching Sasha?
She needs to slow down.
Yeah, because when you slow down, you can notice all the things around you, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that you miss things when you're going too fast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop, wheezed Mr. Sloth. And once again, Sasha slammed on the brakes. But before she could ask, Mr. Sloth took off his helmet and whispered. Shh. Sasha waited. She took a breath. She felt a tiny breeze. She looked. She listened. All was still.
Okay, so now, what do you think you miss by being impatient or going too fast?
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Like, think about, I got a good one. So listen, when we were at the beach and we were walking down the path to the beach, we were going so fast as we just wanted to get there, right?
And we might trip on a stick.
Yeah, but what do you think? We probably missed seeing a lot of stuff. Like, did you know that Gigi saw a snake when she was walking back? Because she was going slow, I think, and she just happened to see it.
Really?
Yeah, but we could have missed a snake because we were hurrying so fast, right?
It could have bit us.
I know. So it's important to slow down and be mindful, right? So, do you have your like writing supplies, your markers or your pencil or your paper, whatever you have to draw with?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to write one word of how to be mindful.
Okay.
And then after that, I want you to draw you and Mr. Sloth doing a mindful, enjoyable activity together.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So I can give you a little bit to do that. Now leave Can you see the directions up there in case you need to look at them again?
Write one word.
Oh, hold on just a second. There you go. So I'll leave the directions in case you need to see them again, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions? You remember what it means to be mindful, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Please take your time.
Okay.
I'm done coloring in the couch, though.
Okay. Do you want to finish coloring after playing this little game?
Yeah.
Okay, let's play the little game and then we can get off and you can finish your drawing and then your mom can send it to me. Okay? Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, the last little thing we have to do won't take long. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about long vowels.
Long vowels.
Yeah, a long vowel.
I think I talked about this before at school.
You did? Do you remember what you talked about?
Not really much.
Okay, that's fine. So a long vowel normally says their name, but they can be tricky because there are different ways to spell each.
Like a silent E?
Yeah, so like today we're going to focus on the long vowel I. So for example, we just read the mindful sloth. So mindful is an example because in mindful, like mind, the I says its name, right? So I made a sorting game for you to play. And it'll help you see the patterns in those words with the long I sound, okay? So, did your mom pull up the game for you? It
Yeah.
looks like this, and it's a drag and drop. So
Okay.
you should be able to drag the words um, over to where they belong on the little graph. Do you see?
Mom, I'm gonna go get her. Because I think
Yeah,
she's
go ahead.
All right, let's see. Well, here it should be. Let's see if I can get it to refresh. Oh, there it is.
we got drag stuff.
I think that she might need help dragging and dropping, maybe.
Okay, let's see.
You should be able to drag the words. There you go.
She probably can. Let's see. Okay, wait for directions.
So we're sorting the words.
Mom, I wasn't done. Why did you go?
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna do it. She said I could do it after we do.
Oh, okay. Well, listen for her. She said you're sorting the words.
So we're going to sort the words. They have the long I vowel sound. So dive. But you see the pattern, how it goes, how the pattern of the word matches each group, you see? So dive. Where does dive belong?
The first part.
Yes. So what you do is you click and you drag it over to where it belongs. You see?
Yep.
So, so tie. Where would tie belong?
And the second one.
Yeah. Do you want me to drag and drop them for you?
Yeah,
Okay. Good job.
I'll tell you.
Okay. What about this right here? What is this word?
Which one?
You see where this one right here.
Fly.
Fly. That's right. And it has the long I sound. And where does fly belong?
And the last one.
That's right.
You okay doing it? Can you drag and drop it? Or you she Kate got it?
Doing it.
I'm dragging and dropping for her. She's just telling me where they go. And what about by?
Thigh.
Yep. See this one right here?
It's not lighting up. By.
There you go. Yes. Mm-hmm. The one that's lit up. Yeah. Where does that one go?
The same one as fly.
That's right. Okay. And what is this word right here?
Bike.
Bike. And where does bike go?
It goes in the one. Goes in the first one.
What about this word? What is that?
Tight.
That's right. And where does that one go?
And the third one.
Good job. What about this word?
My. And it goes in the last one.
What about this word?
Pie. And it goes in the second one.
Good job. And
Night. And that one goes in the third one.
then
Like. And it goes in the first one. Lie. And it goes lie. It goes lie and goes in the second one.
job.
Sight. And it goes in the third. Sight. And it goes in the third one.
So do you see a pattern?
Yeah.
So all of these words, they all have patterns, right?
Yeah, this one, the first row has a silent E.
That's right. and they all say I, right?
Yeah.
So this will help you notice the patterns and it will help you be able to spell these words, right?
Yeah.
So it's just if you can remember these rules, right? Then that might help you.
Yeah.
So these right here use a split digraph to make the I say its name,
Yeah.
right? So this is a split digraph.
And it says tie, pie, and lie.
And then this right here, these three letters make the one sound, tight, right?
Yeah.
So those three letters make that long I sound.
Yeah.
Then you can use Y to make the long I sound. So see, sometimes it can be tricky because it sounds like an I, right? Like fly,
Yeah.
it's a Y, right?
Yeah.